Let's open things up with the most popular Hugo Boss scent, and that would be Hugo Boss Bottled Number 6. And it's popular for a reason, because it's a very all-around pleasant cologne, moderately priced, and delivers a solid performance. You get apple and cinnamon notes, which give you a nice sweetness, warmth on top to the start of the wear. It's very super clean, gourmand. Then a vanilla note comes in and provides a nice smoothness that covers the entire composition. The dry down, it becomes more masculine. You get woody notes like sandalwood and freshness from cedar. Prevent it from completely going to a sweet women's perfume sort of mess. And it keeps everything very masculine. It does have that apple pie aroma, but it never feels like a teenage girl's perfume. It's very safe to wear, very versatile. Lots of people like it. It's been popular for over 25 years because it's still a great cologne for everyday wear. It's not the most powerful, not the longest lasting, very versatile, unique, and it has a nice aroma. There have been a lot of imitators over the years released, and one of those is Ferrari. I think it's Scuderia Black that's just like this. So if you're looking for a cheaper option, that might be the way to go. But still, Boss Bottled 6 is a great fragrance. Next up is my favorite newer release from the Hugo Boss line. It came out in, I believe, 2018. Maybe it was last year. Anyways, it's Boss Bottled Infinite EDP. Again, this is another Boss Bottled flanker, but it's one of the better ones, and I would say it's one of the best ones they've released in a long time. It opens up with that fruity blend of apple and mandarin, so much like Boss Bottle number 6, you're going to get that apple note, and then it also has the cinnamon as one of its spices, but an additional rosemary. The spice here isn't too intense, so it's kept well in check. It has that usual Boss Bottled sweetness. Where it changes is during the dry down, where Boss Bottled Infinite becomes woodier, has a nice dose of lavender, and the remaining fruit note is the mandarin orange. The apple pretty much fades by that point. At its base, you have two woody notes, which is olive wood and the usual sandalwood. Now, the sandalwood is subservient to the olive wood, which is a nice change of pace because you really don't get that note in men's colognes usually. And that it does have the smell of that wood is distinct from what you're probably used to. Overall, the projection, pretty moderate. I get about 7 hours of wear from it on my skin. Where it really shines is the aroma and the versatility. You can wear this pretty much whenever. It's going to get compliments. It's very easy to wear. It's really just a no-brainer scent. Moving on, we have another classic from the 1990s, and that would be Hugo Boss Man, also known as simply Hugo. And this one was released in the mid-90s, and it's been chugging along in stores ever since. It starts off really green with that freshness, crisp mint note, and then a usual calming lavender. Again, this is another one, the apple note, but this one, it feels different. It's not warm, and it's cold, it's juicier. It has a nice sharp citric grapefruit. Hugo has a woody heart with pine, spicy profile, and then that's kind of complemented by the aforementioned sweeter notes. Very nice, casual, everyday wear. Simple, blended well. None of the notes really stick out too much. I mean, the mint at first and then the lavender, but everything blends together well overall, and it's just a fresh, pleasant wear. Hugo gives a solid performance. It's a very versatile scent. Being able to fit in while wearing it with a suit or just casually or at school or pretty much whenever. It can be a great date night scent. That's what it's got going for it. Very interesting composition. Different from a lot what you get nowadays. It is a classic 90s fragrance. I like the aroma a lot. Again, not a powerful fragrance. The longevity, decent. You know, you'll get the 6-7 hours maybe. And just very versatile. And again, a unique fragrance from what you're going to get nowadays. This is a classic, still very good. I recommend Hugo or Hugo Man by Hugo Boss. Next up is our top summer pick, and that would be Hugo Red. Hugo Red seems to be an underappreciated fragrance. It's got its notes including pineapple, cedar, grapefruit, amber, tonka bean, and some others. It has a distinct notion of being on the lower end of the price range, while simultaneously being one of their better and well-performing colognes. It's a very clean, fruity fragrance that's not overpowering, but it is a perfect option for casual wear. Opens up with that sparkling grapefruit note, along with a very juicy pineapple. It's interesting, underneath all this, there's this cold metallic note that runs through the entire thing, which really helps set it apart versus other fragrances that you'll usually get in the summertime, which, you know, the aquatics, the really marine or salty heavy amber. This one does have the amber, but it's not overwhelming like some others on the market. It does have a slight warmth to it from the pink pepper note along with that amber. It's not a blanketing spice or warmth, so it can shine in the spring, summer months. That's usually when I wear it. And the performance for me has always been good. Not the sillage, but the longevity. It lasts, it'll get into the 6+, 7, 8 hour range. And it really just a very nice, underrated overall fragrance. Now, the highlights are the aroma and the longevity and the uniqueness. It doesn't have quite the versatility because you probably won't want to wear it in the colder months. I mean, it can hold up there, but it kind of feels out of place wearing tropical fruits. But the sillage, not very powerful, but it will stay close to your skin and projects a couple feet from you, so you'll know you're wearing it, but it's not going to dominate a room. Our next entry is the best boss for cold weather, and it's a floral blend, and that would be Hugo Boss Bottled Night. It's not my personal favorite, and despite what the name says, it doesn't really have that dark sort of nighttime aroma. It is a violet-based fragrance, floral. It is very nice, seductive, probably best for guys in their late 20s to early 30s. Good sillage, gets compliments. It's unique, and it has a average to maybe slightly above average longevity. Not a powerhouse, but it will hold up fairly well. Again, the name is misleading. It's not a dark fragrance. You get a masculine floral. It's led by lavender, violet, held together by a woody base. It's on the softer side of the spectrum. Airy, not a heavy fragrance. Nice amount of warmth, unique aroma for men's colognes. It's not one for everybody. Again, it's not my favorite, but it is one that has a dedicated following over the years. Versatile, unique, nice smell. Performance-wise, pretty mediocre. Finally, we get to what I feel is the most underrated Hugo Boss fragrance for men, and that is Boss in Motion. Now, this is a really interesting cologne from Hugo Boss, and one that I think has gone under the radar for a long time. Boss in Motion is a citrus-laden scent, and orange is the main attraction here. It's a juicy citrus note countered by a series of light and warm spices, including nutmeg, pink pepper, and cinnamon. And you also get a nice woody base to it. It was released in the early 2000s, probably 2004 to 2005 range at this point in time, but it is a solid cologne, and it has its unique style. The spice notes are never too heavy or intense, but they do give a nice mixture of aromatic pairings, which play off that top note that's dominated by orange. If you're not into citrus, this isn't one for you, but it's a good casual scent for everyday wear, especially during a mild fall day. I like to wear it during autumn because you get that slight smoky spiciness with a juicy citrus, and it just plays off one another very well. Or I like to wear it in early springtime. This one has a nice aroma, better longevity than most of the others on the list. Powerful enough, but not super powerful. Very versatile and very unique. This is, I'm not sure if they actually make this anymore, but it is available online for cheap still. And that's Boss in Motion by Hugo Boss, the most underrated out of any Hugo Boss fragrances.